What's up, guys? Welcome to episode of PATTAY'S Performance. We are still on the back of this hitch because I messed up. I thought I ordered my tube, but I ended up ordering it from New Zealand. So I'm not taking this damn thing off without a tube in the tire. So I ordered new ones from Amazon to get it here so I can get this thing out of here. So this carburetor cannot be saved. I tried saving it, as you guys can see. I started to vlog it. Now remember, I made a promise to you guys that I was going to be a better YouTuber. And therefore, I didn't go through with uploading the video because it was at night and it was terrible. I could hear Lil Kim in the background saying something. Nothing nice. So anyway, let's take this carburetor apart and get this party started. So anyway, here's a brand new carburetor off of eBay. I think I'll probably get these for around less than 20 bucks, maybe 15, 20 bucks. So it's really not worth me to try and do much to try and save them, in my opinion. Never had an issue. The only issues I've had is these weren't tapped. That happened once, so I had to tap them. No big deal when you got the proper kit. Other than that, we're good to go. So this snowblower is unique to me, in a sense, because I have never seen Torx hold a carburetor on. This is a T27, and over these choke plate screws, right? Look at that. That's a Torx. Can you guys see that? Yep. And look at here. These have an Allen key on it. I'm not complaining because if you guys seen it in a couple of my videos, right? Sometimes I end up stripping those out. And I have to put new bolts in the new carburetor. It is what it is. So let's get this done. 2 1/4-inch. Back these out. Let me get some anti-seize. Right, we're back with some anti-seize. Okay, why anti-seize, right? Remember, 2 different metals are no good. Over time, they will bound up. So right here, I just have my stupid, really unnecessarily long gear wrench ratcheting screwdriver, and instead of putting a bit in there, I'm using it as my tool. This one. Here is number 2. Get some anti-seize, right? Just put it right on the top of the threads, right? Because as you thread it into the carburetor, or wherever you're threading it into, it's going to spread itself and work its way in. So here we are, remember, just starting it by hand. Right, you never want to try and do it any different. All right, let me just get the second screw in with anti-seize, like so, and we're covered right here. Now that we're in place, we'll get that in there. See? Like so. Phase 2 is getting those little Allens out. Probably don't have them in a socket for. Let's see. I do not. Back to the toolbox. So here we go. This is 1/8 snap-on. So there's certain, like, listen, as you guys can tell, I have a lot of nice stuff, right? there are certain tools you can get away with being cheap, and then there are certain tools you cannot get away with being cheap. Allen and Torx keys are just not one of them, because they break. And believe it or not, I tried using a cheap one. It cost me $60 because it snapped inside the set screw, and I just had no way of getting it out. I mean, I really made a valiant attempt of getting it out, and no luck. So I screwed myself. So don't do that. I mean, listen, at your own risk. They're not as expensive as people want to make. Listen, just like I buy my equipment secondhand, what makes you think I don't buy tools secondhand? Which I did. What happened? Uh-oh. Don't tell me this one broke. No, we're in. I almost screwed myself up. See that? Whoop. There you guys go. Sorry. This throttle plate will come right off. I'm sorry. Choke. This is your throttle. This one too, we're going to do some anti-seize. You know, and I'll swing you guys over so I don't have to try and do this in front of the camera. It's gonna go in like so. There we go. And we're in. This one I didn't put anti-seize on, but I just want to start it in there by hand so I can get the one with anti-seize on with ease. See, I'm nice and easy by hand. So take that one out. Do the same thing. Oh boy. Thank God it wasn't made of glass. Now remember, this is just holding a plate. You don't have to make these gorilla tight. Do not. You guys probably hear me say that often because I'm really just trying to reassure you. That's all it is holding this plate in. That's it. Here we go. Now you ask me, Jason, where's your snap-on ratchets in my toolbox? I thought I can get away using its toolkit that I have from Craftsman that I've had for quite some time, but I can't. See that? We're good to go. Right here is where the choke plate is. Remember 1, 2, 3, top one in the middle, top of the mountain, top of the triangle, top of the period. That's how I always remember. So let's turn our attention back to the carburetor. And then now, we can go to, I think it's a T27 if memory serves me correct. Or is it a T30? Wow. It is a T30. Holy shnikes. Now, the cool thing is, see this here, right? You don't even need to hold that. It's really nice, tight fit. I actually like Tecumseh did that. So let's get this out of the way. You know what I really should be doing? Because I'm disassembling it. I really should be utilizing my ratchet, but I don't know. Got a lot of stuff to do today. Don't ask me why I'm not. Let's pull the choke plate off. Fuel line. And that fuel line. I have my fuel line clamped, so we will be fine. Alright, on to the next one. Do I remember if I had good clearance? Yes, we do. Just enough. Just taking the other side of the carburetor plate off. Now I'm going to show you something pretty unique, and it's one of my tips and tricks that I do, because I was actually trying to save this carburetor, and this work schedule this week was pretty demanding, so I didn't get a chance. You know, I'm running out of time. I mean, I can't have this machine for 2 weeks, you know, over a couple of things. Even though there's no snow on the way, I'd just rather not. So I see this here. This is a non-adjustable carburetor. I put a spring in here, right, on the idle circuit to make it adjustable. And it ran a little bit better. And the next thing I probably had to do was start drilling the jets out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bother. So anyway, some anti-seize on that bolt. Why not? This thing came off nice and smooth. So whether it's me the next time or whether it's me who does it the next time or somebody else, they are going to thank me. Now remember, top of the pyramid, it's where the governor linkage goes. And right there we are. Here's the other screw. Anti-seize, please. Let it hang. Okay. Sometimes these are a little tricky, but what I like to do is get it up nice and flat and close. And as you can see, I'm starting this by hand. And I know I caught it because I could see the screw starting to come in. You could see the threads pull themselves in. You see that? I'm just turning it by hand, and it's tightening. And that's because Tecumseh has a really killer design. And I really enjoy what they did. So this one is, because it's on the far side, is a little bit tricky. Now, I have seen people who like to pull the whole exhaust manifold off and do that. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. You know, sometimes I'll do it on a lawnmower because I don't have a choice. Come on. But use the ratchet so I could twist this by hand. And you could just feel it. So what I'm doing is I have one finger behind the nut and I'm twisting this by hand, hoping it'll catch. Because that's why I try not to use certain tools for certain things. If you're using sometimes a ratchet or an oversized or an overpowered tool, you'll never feel things catch. You'll never feel things not catching or hard to catch, and therefore you know you're stripping something. And then you're taking a very, very simple job. Right? I say this over and over again. And it's not simple. It's complicated. And you want to shoot somebody. But something that should have been 1, 2, 3. ABC. You just set yourself off into a different language. Because the words you're using aren't approved by the English dictionary and stuff like that happens. Alright, so nice and tight. Let's hook up our fuel line. that's that. We will put the clamp back on. And let's the fuel flow begin. Alright, squeeze that hose. Yep, got some fuel. Let's see how she runs. This thing is probably going to shake. Alright, so I got my ears on because this thing's loud in general. Choke off, throttle. Let me get this a little more even. You know what? You guys get the idea. Prime for a good time. 1, 2, 3. Throttle up, choke. Let's give it a pop. Perfect. Now the reason why I died is because, guess what? I didn't let it really warm up. This thing will be fine. Alright, so now it's time to put this lovely piece of American engineering back together. And we could definitely start with carburetor cover. It's actually not a bad bit to do. So we'll just slide this right over. Right over the choke lever. And that's it. We're in there. Like I said, nice straightforward. See this here? This is like a sheet metal screw. That goes right there in the corner. So we'll take care of that. We'll just start that. Should be a 5/16. No. Nice 5/16. And we got 3 more screws and we're good to go. We're also going to put the choke lever on. Alright, so we can keep this thing locked in there. Then there's also a couple more other screws, right? But we're going to put them all on loose to make sure, you know, they line up. Tighten one down and they don't line up, you won't be able to make any adjustments. Come on. Stand still, boy. Last but not least, 2 Phillips screws for the carburetor cover that are right in front of your face. As you guys can see, starting them all by hand. Oh, I gotta go get a screwdriver. Alright, so here, Phillips number 2. Tighten it down. That's that. And last but not least, the 5/16. Nice and snug. So remember, 5/16, pull-ups number 2, and the last 5/16 here. Alright guys, that's it. I gotta wait for a tube to come in. Once the tube comes in, we'll do that and the tune-up video all in one. Alright guys, if you guys found this video helpful, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, and guess what? See you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Later.